Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about whenever it's time for you to come through a breakthrough in life. And I know it's so many of us out here that's going through so much in life. I can't say some of the same things. A lot of people may be going through some of the same things. You know, at some point some things become too overbearing for you or overwhelming. And when you start to feeling like things have become too overwhelming for you in life, at that point is when you are coming to a breakthrough, and you're going to experience so many different things during that time. And some of the main things that you are going to experience are spending a lot of time by yourself, you know. And during that time of spending time to yourself, you have time to reflect on some of the things that you you did that you know that you should not have done. You're gonna have time to reflect on some of the choices that you need to make in life to better yourself. You're gonna have time to reflect on some of the people that don't need to be in your life, and some of the people that you do need to place in your life, you know, after this breakthrough happens. God will allow you to live, and He'll allow you to be able to do all the things that, from free will, all the things that you want to do. But at the same time, that does not mean that that is a part of your journey and a part of your path. God will allow you free will and to do whatever it is that you want. But at some point, He's going to sit you down and say, hey, listen, it's time for you to get on your journey. And He will put you through a heck of a lot of things in life. Y'all, I remember living such a disciplined life. I was getting up every morning. I had 3 kids at the time. I have 4 kids now, but at the time I had 3 kids. And um, I had one that was she was 2 years old. I was still carrying her on my arm, even though she was old enough to walk and stuff. But she was going on 2. She was going on 2 years old, and then I had an arm baby. So I was carrying a car seat in one arm, and I was carrying the baby on the other arm. Meanwhile, still having to watch my older child, who was like, I think about maybe 6 at the time. Um, but it was just, I had a routine. I was living a routine life, living by whatever it is that God wanted me to, however He wanted me to live. And I was doing that every morning, getting up at 3 a.m. in the morning, and getting my kids prepared, and to go to daycare or school. And I was doing that by myself. I was doing that every single day, 5 days a week, even sometimes 6 days a week. And not to forget to mention that I was working 12-hour shifts, you guys. It was 5 to 5 every single day. But it was a disciplined life. I was living a life of discipline. I had everything in order. And at one point, I decided I just was tired of living like that. Even though I had my life in order, I free willy decided that this isn't for me. I don't want to live like this. So I decided to stray away and live life however I wanted to live it. Not a routine, not discipline, not listening to God, not listening to my father telling me, listen child, this is the best thing for you. It's like parents, like your parent when you are younger. When you younger, y'all, you got your parents disciplining you and telling you what to do. You got your parents telling you right from wrong. You got them telling you you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that. And you are staying in line. You staying focused. But as you get older, you don't have that anymore. You just got you. You got you leaning on you and God. And sometimes it's hard because we can't physically see God. So it's hard to say, well, am I doing the right thing or am I doing the wrong thing? Is this God telling me to do this, or is this just the somebody else, the devil? You can say the devil. Who is this telling me to do this? You don't know, so you start straying away sometimes, and that is just what I did. I started doing things how I wanted to, and I guess that's what we call free will in the world. So I started living life however I wanted to live life, and guess what? Life eventually started going downhill. Sometimes it's gonna look like it's good. I was living in an apartment complex, and it was a ran down apartment complex, y'all. And so I ended up getting on Section 8. And so I ended up getting this home. And if you have watched on my channel, you will see the home that my kids and I live in now. I wish I could show y'all my old, and if I could find some of the pictures of my old apartment, I would show y'all the difference. You know, it feels like such an upgrade. Like, and of course it is, because this home is beautiful. It's, it's a big step from where we were. But at the same time, just because it looks good, that don't mean that it is good. However that saying go. But, you know, just getting on Section 8, y'all, it's I know it's helpful, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that, oh, this is not helpful. Listen, hear me out. Getting on Section 8, and sometimes if you don't if you're not living a disciplined life and trying to stay on track and you have a goal to reach, it's no help for you. It I got on Section 8 and became more lazy in life because I knew that I had a secure way of having my rent paid every month. So just because you getting this government assistance, that does not mean that, oh, you're gonna live a better life, because it's not. It's a way of making you stay trapped and stuck, and you don't. If you don't have the motivation, you won't be motivated. You'll just remain trapped and stuck because you know that you got something every month that's going. Your bills are gonna be paid, basically. Not all bills, but your rent, the main thing, the roof over your head. You know that it's not going anywhere. So, y'all, even so, like I said, after that, I moved from the old apartment complex. I moved from there and I moved into this home, thinking that yes, this is gonna be the step to make me better myself, and this is gonna be a stepping stool. But it only made me lazier because I knew that I had that secure payment every month, and not living a disciplined life made it even worse. So you know what I had to do? I had to start slowly but surely, because it just had gotten so far to the point that it's now taking a while to get back to that. But each and every day, what you have to do is learn to discipline yourself. Get yourself back to that same discipline. And that's one of the reasons why y'all haven't really been on here and talking to y'all so much, because I've been working my butt off trying to get myself back to the point to where I can breathe a little bit, because I was suffocating, literally suffocating, have dug myself in such a deep hole that I really couldn't see my way out of it. I mean, just a complete darkness for me. Just sitting around, I like totally isolated myself from so many people. Like, and there may be a handful of people that I do actually communicate with, but totally isolated myself. And y'all, I feel like it's because I strayed away so far, like so many years ago. I strayed away. I stopped disciplining myself. I stopped, and you think you have all the time in the world to fix things, but as you get older, time flies by so fast. You don't know where the time going. You don't know where it went. You don't have all the time in the world. So as a younger, like this is me talking to some of the younger people. Don't think that stuff is so sweet that you got all the time in the world to fix your life, because you don't. You don't know when your time is, for one, but you don't have all the time in the world. If you are coming up, you are just now getting out of school, or even before even getting out of school, if you living a disciplined life, now continue to live that life. Don't stray away. Don't look at somebody else's life and think, oh well, I think I can do what I want to do, free willy, do what I want to do, and still be able to have fun and still live a disciplined life at the same time. No, you need to start early. That is what I did. Started early. I started early living a disciplined life, even though you gonna have fun. This disciplined life don't mean just living like a soldier. No, it's having your ducks in a row. You know, it's paying your bills on time. It's being an adult, making sure you got groceries in the house for your kids or your family or even just yourself. Taking care of home first and you first before you can splurge and do other things. Like, I strayed away from that and I started splurging and doing other things. And life just started spiraling out of control for me. You know, you have got to be disciplined. No matter how much you think you don't, you have to discipline yourself. Because like I said, when you get older and you don't have your parents doing that for you anymore, you start doing whatever. Somebody got to do it though. You know, if you don't have a significant other keeping you on track, y'all doing that for each other, then you have to do it for you. And that's, I've been single for quite some time now. So I haven't just had anybody to bag me on things and say, hey, look, you need to do this and you got to do this to stay on track. I just been living life however, I don't have nobody to the answer to. It's just me and my kids. They answer to me. So, I had to realize that at some point somebody got to discipline you. I live life thinking that I don't have to listen to nobody, and you do. You got to listen to somebody, even if it's just yourself. You got to listen to yourself, or else life will be a messed up situation for you. So, y'all, I just really wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about discipline and the time and managing your time. Don't think that you got so much time in the world to fix your life, because you don't. And now that's not to say that it's never too late to fix it, but it takes time to fix things. So keep your ducks in a row now, so that later on you don't have to worry about going back and fixing that. You got to make sure you attack that head on, because time waits for no one. I'm a living witness of it. I'm 37 years old, y'all, and time waits for no one. Time has flown by so, like the past 5 years have flew by me so fast. Y'all wouldn't imagine. I've created my own company and launched it and still and lost it too. I mean, I wouldn't say I lost it, but I lost it. I didn't continue to grow it. And you know why? I didn't continue to grow my business because I wasn't disciplined enough. I started out thinking that I had everything, and I did have everything. And you know what? I started out, I had everything in control, but because I wasn't consistent. Consistency plays a major role in disciplining yourself. You have to consistently get up every day and do the same thing, and discipline yourself in the same way. You have to consistently get up. Consistency and discipline play a major role in being successful in life. And that was my problem with my business. You know, I started out being consistent, and then, I felt like, well, hey, let me just let this roll for a little bit, and let's see how this do. I won't post here. I posted. I think I posted enough, but no, you have to keep going and going and going and going and going. Otherwise, how else is your business that no one knows about? How else is it going to get out there? How else is it going to get pushed out there into the world and people see it? You know, that was my problem. I wasn't consistently posting about it. I started out being consistent, and then I stopped. And that played a major role in my business failing. You know, I might have thought that, when you first start out a business, you have so much faith in it that you think so many people are supposed to buy from you and support you. But just a little bit of people, just a little bit it's a lot. And I had just a little bit, I had people that I didn't even know that ordered from me. And that was a lot. But me thinking that, because you have so much high hopes for yourself, you think that everybody else is supposed to have the same attitude or just feel the same way, but they don't, and that's okay, because as long as you have just a little bit of people that support you, and that's how and it starts out with just a little bit, baby, you are set to go. Don't think that you are not, just because it's just a handful of people. That's a lot. Because think about it. Some people start out and they have nobody at all. Nobody. But me not being consistent during that time, that's what helped me to fail. And I can start that business up again today. And the only thing that I know that I would take going forward and I think that would help me grow is to still remain consistent, no matter how many bad days I have, no matter what, no matter how many negative comments you may get. Still keep going. Still keep going. Still be consistent, because being consistent is gonna help you to be disciplined. And being disciplined it's the most powerful thing in the world. Being disciplined. Nobody can touch you when you disciplined. Just being disciplined, y'all, it goes a long way. Being disciplined and making sure that you are consistent in anything that it is that you setting forward to in life. Y'all just remember to always put those two things on the top of the list. I know you're going to put God first, but consistency and discipline, make sure that they are on your list as well going forward in life. If you're listening to this because you need motivation to be successful at something, y'all, make sure that those two things are on the top of the list in your life, because it's going to take you there. I promise you. Like I said, I lived that life. I lived the disciplined life. I had the things that I got all the yeses and the yeses. And when I stopped living a disciplined life, I started getting all the no's. I'm telling you how things go. You can listen to me if you want. If not, so be it. But I'm giving you some real true gems, y'all. I lived this life. I done experienced it. I know I may not be that old, but just because I'm not that old, that don't mean that I haven't experienced things. And I can't tell somebody what it is that I've experienced. And I know the outcome of it. But with that being said, you guys have an awesome day, y'all. It's Sunday. I'm going to get out here. I just bought me a grill. I'm going to put this grill up, and I'm going to get out here, and I'm going to do my thing. Y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. I think it's Super Bowl Sunday. Y'all enjoy y'all Super Bowl Sunday. And I'm going to get out of here. Peace. I love y'all. Until the next video.